Hello friends, the very most welcome to all of you in this our online lecture series. Friends, today we will discuss here the most important topic, simultaneity. In previous lecture we have discussed the most important topic, length contraction and time dilation. These topics, length contraction and time dilation, both topics are applications of Lorentz transformation equation. Today we will discuss here simultaneity. It is also, we can say that, applications of Lorentz transformation equation. So we will continue in our lecture series and we will see here simultaneity. Friends, firstly we will discuss here the definition of simultaneity. If two events are occurred in frame at same time, then this phenomena is known as simultaneity. If two events are occurring in frame of reference at same time, then this phenomena is known as simultaneity. For complete realization of simultaneity, here we are assuming here two frame of reference, S with their origin O and S dash with their origin O dash. Two frame of reference here we are assuming, and we are assuming here this frame of reference S dash is moving with uniform velocity v along positive x axis. Friends, here we are assuming two events P1 and P2, two events, the events P1, two events P1 and P2 such as at different position. Here we have assumed two events P1 and P2 at different points, P1 and P2, two events we are considering here, we are assuming here two events in this frame of reference S. Remember please, we are assuming these two events are occurring same time in this frame of reference S. Don't confuse, here we have written these two events in this frame of reference S dash, but here my imagination is these two events are occurring in frame of reference S. It is my imagination. Let us consider, we can write it. Let us consider two frame of reference S and S dash is moving, the frame S dash is moving with uniform velocity, V is moving with uniform velocity V along positive x axis. It is my imagination. We are assuming here the frame S dash is moving with uniform velocity V relative to the frame S along positive x axis. Friends, remember please, here also we have assumed two events. Now suppose two events P1 and P2, suppose two events P1 and P2 are occurred at same time in frame S. It is my imagination. The both events P1 and P2 are occurred in frame S. Here if we will write the position and time coordinates of these two events, the position and time coordinates of events P1 will be from corresponding to the frame S will be x1, y1, z1, t1. But the position and time coordinate of event P2 will be x2, y2, z2, t2. x2, y2, z2 and t2. It will be position time coordinate of second event P2. Here we have shown the position time coordinates of both events P1 and P2 corresponding to the, or we can say that in frame S, corresponding to the origin O. So here we can write the position time coordinates of both events. So position time coordinate of events P1 and P2 will be x1, y1, z1, t1 and x2, y2, z2, t2. Now friends, we can realize very easily if we have considered two events in frame S are occurred at same time, then we can say that since the frame S is at rest position relative to the frame S dash, so here we can write T2 is equal to T1 corresponding to the origin O in frame S. We can realize very well from the figure. If we have assumed two events P1 and P2 are occurring in frame S at same time, then we can say that the value of T2 will be equal to T1. We can say that this concept in mathematical way, the value of T2 is equal to T1 in frame S. Here we can write in frame S. But friends, if we are assuming this frame of reference as we have told you, here we have assumed this frame of reference S dash is moving along positive x-axis with uniform velocity v. So according to Lorentz transformation, according to concept of Lorentz transformation equation, if this frame of reference S dash is moving with uniform velocity v, then time coordinates will not be same here, and here we will observe the value of time for these two events. If we will observe from this frame of reference, in previous step we have told you these two events P1 and P2, we have assumed these two events P1 and P2 is occurred in frame S at same time. But if we will observe these two events P1 and P2 from this frame of reference S dash corresponding to their origin O dash, then what we will see here? Then we will see here in frame of reference S dash, because this frame of reference S dash is moving with uniform velocity v. Hence we can say that the time coordinates will be in frame S dash. Here we can write, but in frame S dash the value of T1 dash according to Lorentz transformation equation time coordinates, the value of T1 dash we will observe in this frame of reference S dash for the events P1. So the value of T1 dash from the frame, or we can say that in frame S dash, The value of T1 dash will be, we have told you in previous lecture, and we have proved also in Lorentz transformation equation. The value of T1 dash will be T1 minus V x1 by c square upon under root 1 minus V square by c square. Here we have written x1 because for this event we have shown here this coordinate, the position coordinate of this event is x1. So here we have written at the place of x, x1. The value of T1 dash will be this, and similarly value of T2 dash will be T2 minus V x2 by c square upon under root 1 minus V square by c square. This will be time coordinates in frame of reference s dash, which is moving with uniform velocity v along positive x-axis direction. So from the equation, or we can say that from this concept in frame S, it is frame S, we have found T2 is equal to T1, or we can say that in other words, here also we can say that T2 minus T1 is equal to 0. Here also we can write T2 minus T1 is equal to 0. We will use this concept and we will continue. So here we can find out T2 dash minus T1 dash. From these two results, the value of T1 dash and T2 dash we have written here, and we can simplify it. The value of T2 dash minus T1 dash will be, from these two results we can write T2 minus T1 upon under root 1 minus V square by c square. We can write it, or with the help of LCM we can write it very easily, minus V by c square minus V by c square, and it will be x2 minus x1. Friends, it is the simplification of T2 dash minus T1 dash. You can simplify also in your way. So we can find out the result from this simplification. What result we will find out? The result we will find out the value of T2 dash minus T1 dash is equal to T2 minus T1 upon under root 1 minus V square by c square. We can write it in separate form, minus V by c square x2 minus x1 upon under root 1 minus V square by c square. Friends, if we will take common minus V by c square, then we will find out here x2 minus x1, because the value of T2 dash minus T1 dash, the value of T2 dash is this and value of T1 dash is this. If we will take here negative sign, then this term will be negative, and so we have written here T2 minus T1, and this term will be positive. This term will be positive, but remember please, here we have taken negative sign as a common, so here the sign will be opposite. As we have told you, it was positive, and after taking this negative sign here as a common, then we have written here the x1 is negative, while x1 was positive after taking here negative sign. So it is simplification. You can simplify in your way also. Friends, here we have found the result after simplification. This equation, we have found this result, and friends, as we have told you, in frame S the value of T2 is equal to T1, or we can write here T2 minus T1 is equal to 0. This result we have found in frame of reference S. Friends, with the use of this result here, this term will be 0. This term will be 0. Why this term will be 0? Friends, this term will be 0 with the use of this concept. This concept we have found in frame S, as we have written in previous step. So the value of T1 and T2 minus T1 will be 0, then this whole term will be 0, and remains term, if we will write here T2 dash minus T1 dash, T2 dash minus T1 dash will be minus b square by c square x2 minus x1 upon under root 1 minus v square by c square. So here we can realize and we can see from this result, friends, here we can see T2 dash minus T1 dash is not equal to 0, as we have seen in frame of reference S corresponding to their origin O. We have seen T2 minus T1 is equal to 0. That means we can say that T2 is equal to T1. But here we have found T2 minus T2 dash minus T1 dash is not equal to 0. That means we can say that very easily T2 dash is not equal to T1 dash. Friends, what result we have found from this equation, from this concept? We have found very most important result from this equation, from this result, from this equation, or with the help of use of this concept. We have found very most important result. Result is we have chosen two events in frame S at same time, which was simultaneous. We have told you, as we have told you, and the result we have told you T2 is equal to T1. But friends, here we are seeing that same two events which was simultaneous in frame of reference S with their origin O, it is not simultaneous in frame S dash. The two events was simultaneous in frame S, but here we are observing, here we have observed these two events P1 and P2 is not simultaneous in this moving frame of reference S dash. If frame of reference S dash is moving with uniform velocity v, then here we have seen these two events which was simultaneous in this frame of reference S, which was at rest. We are seeing here, if the same two events which was simultaneous in frame of reference S with their origin O, it is not simultaneous in frame S dash with their origin O dash. Here we have proved also it is not simultaneous in moving frame of reference. If frame of reference S dash is moving with uniform velocity v, then we have found these two events which was simultaneous in frame of reference S. It is not simultaneous in frame of reference S dash, because this frame of reference S dash is moving with uniform velocity v along positive x-axis. I hope the result of this topic has been clear to all of you. So friends, the two events are, we can say that the topic simultaneity is not absolute. It is changeable. Here we have proved also. Here we can see T2 dash minus T1 dash is not equal to 0. We can say that, in other words, T2 is not equal to T2 dash is not equal to T1 dash, because T2 dash and T1 dash is time coordinates of this moving frame of reference S dash. While we was assumed the two events P1 and P2 is simultaneous in this frame of reference S, but here we are concluding if the same events which was simultaneous in frame of reference S corresponding to their origin O, it is not also simultaneous in frame of reference S dash which is moving with uniform velocity v along positive x-axis direction. In this frame of reference S dash, the two events is not simultaneous. So friends, today we will stop here and we will continue in our lecture series and we will present with next important topic, and today we will stop here. Thank you very much.